Hey everybody, my name is Ryan, and this is Ryan and Her Books. So, I did this entire video, and I edited the entire thing, and it got deleted. So, I'm redoing it. I'm redoing this entire tag. I'm a little bit mad, a little bit upset, but we're gonna get over it, and we're gonna move on, and we're gonna redo it. The entire thing. So, let's get to this. I'm in my comfy clothes, as you can see, because I had cross country today, the first day of the season, so I just want to relax. If you see kittens in the background, it's because I have two kittens in here. They like to hang out in my room, and their mom is also in here, so there's that. So, now we're just going to get into the tag. It's not going to be as good as the first one, probably, because everything I had ready was deleted, so we're just going to have to improvise. Let's get into this. Okay, so question 1. Where are you joining us from? I am joining you from Ohio, so I'm from the United States. How old are you? I am 15. I just finished my freshman year in high school, so I'm going in as a sophomore. Why did you join BookTube? I joined BookTube just like pretty much everybody else because I love books and I love to talk about books, and I wanted to meet more people that love to talk about books. So, number 4, what is the meaning behind your channel name? So my channel name is Ryan and Her Books, and I named it that because every time I talk about books to my friends, they're always like, you and your books, because they don't read as much as I do, if they read at all. So they just think that I'm so obsessed. So when I made my channel, I was talking to my best friend Jamari, and he said, you and your books, and Ryan and Her Books became my title. Okay. Number 5, what do you read / talk about? I read mostly YA, like I said. I want to get into middle grade again since there's been some ones coming out that people said are really good. And I also read adult, but it's mostly YA because that's what attracts me the most. Number 6, favorite author. That one's hard because I don't usually choose favorite authors. I choose favorite books and favorite series and things like that. But I'd have to say it's Nicola Yoon. One of them, because she's a newer author and she only has 2 books out, and I absolutely adored both of them. And her second one, The Sun Is Also a Star, is my heart. I read it twice in a row in one day because I loved it so much. It's one of my favorite books, if not the best one I have read. It might be my favorite of all time, and I just love it. I love it so much. So that's definitely one of them. Number 7 is the last book I read. The last book I read was the last book I read in June, which was the 4th book in the Unwind Dystology, which was Undivided by Neil Shusterman. And I am currently reading City of Bones, which is in my thumbnail. I am about halfway through that, and I'll probably finish today, if not tomorrow, because I'm reading the entire series this month. And number 9, what do you use for bookmarks? I'm pretty boring. I just use regular bookmarks, and my kittens have joined me. They got a little curious, so they're all up in the camera. So the first 4 I have here, which I have a ton more of, but they're like scattered randomly in books on my shelf, and they're all from Book Depository, because Book Depository sends you a free bookmark every time you order from them, and I've ordered from them a bunch of times, so I have at least 10 bookmarks, but here's just 4 of them. And they actually have somebody who bought from them do the designs of each bookmark, and it has like their favorite book on the back. See, for this one, wow, you're not going to be able to see that no matter what I do. Well, the first one is Samantha, and her favorite book is The Little Prince, and another one is Eduardo from Mexico, and his favorite book was American Gods, so it puts that on the back, which I think is pretty cool. Another one I have here is this elephant one, and I'm pretty sure this one came in the mail or something like that, and I just kept it because it seems like a bookmark to me. And it says, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children, the American proverb. And I really like that, and I just love elephants, so I love this bookmark. These 2 I have here. This one's just an R because my name is Ryan. It has flowers on it and a little tassel, and then another one with a tassel. This one says, you can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore, which I really love, and the picture is beautiful too. And the last one that I have here with me is this collectible. It's really... Okay, so the next question here is number 10. It says, show your TBR pile. Now, I had a picture for this. I took all of my TBR books off of my shelf, and I took a picture and I inserted it after this, but that video got deleted, so now all of my books are back and organized, and I don't have the picture anymore. So, yeah. I will do a bookshelf tour, and I will show you all of the ones that are on my TBR pile if we can make that deal that you'll see them, but just not in this video. Is that okay? Okay, I hope that's okay. We're just gonna go to the next question. Number 11. Now this one is like your preferences, and it says ebook or physical. Now I prefer physical because ebooks kind of give me a headache. I can't look at a screen very long to read a book, so I definitely like physical books. This one says paperback or hardcover. This one is hard. I like hardcovers because they last longer and they're harder to like damage, but paperbacks feel more personal to me. I don't know if that's like a thing with people, but paperbacks feel like they're easy to read when you're flipping through them, and they feel like closer to you. I don't know if that's just like a weird me thing, but tell me in the comments which ones you like better and why, because I don't know, maybe I'm just weird and I feel connected to paperbacks more than hardcovers. I don't know. Own or borrow, so like borrow from the library from a friend or own the book. I prefer to own the book. That's like, if I really like the book, I want to have it on my shelf, I want to own it. I have no problem with borrowing. Like, I borrow from my friend Megan a lot, and not a lot, but just recently I went to the library and borrowed a series and a poetry book, which I mentioned in my last video, and I hadn't done that in a long time, but I'll probably end up doing that more because I want to utilize my library more often and support them. But for me, it's own. Okay, number 12. What book got you into reading? So if you want to be technical, the book that got me into reading was Dr. Seuss, like Oh, the Places You'll Go, Green Eggs and Ham, all of those ones, because like those were my childhood books. I just loved those, and every time I went to the library as a kid, I would get like all of the Dr. Seuss books I could get and like binge them. But the book that got me into reading more advanced would be The Secret Garden, which I read in 3rd grade, and I was so proud of myself because it was kind of advanced for my grade, and I read it all by myself. Nobody read it to me, so I was really proud of that. And the book that got me into collecting would be the Books, because it was a series. It was Fallen in 6th grade. I read the Fallen series by Lauren Kate, and I absolutely adored it back then. And I'm afraid to read it again because I've heard a lot of people giving bad reviews about it. They just hated it, or they didn't like the story, it was cliche, all of that. And I don't want to reread it again because I don't want to spoil my cat was just in something she wasn't supposed to be in. So that's the downside of having cats in your room. But what question was I on? What was I saying? What book? Okay, yeah, so Fallen, the Fallen series, and I'm afraid to read it again because I don't want it to ruin, I don't want to read it again and then not like it as much as I did in previous years, and then it ruined the image I had of it. So, number 13. Ugh. How did you discover BookTube? I discovered BookTube when looking up a book review for a new book that I just got, and it came up, Haley in Bookland came up, and she was the first BookTube video that I watched and then continued to watch because I went to her channel and I seen all these videos about books, and I just like binge watched a bunch of her videos, and then I started watching other people I seen on her channel and just like other people that I searched. So I have her and her channel to thank for helping me find BookTube and for me being here now making my own BookTube channel. Number 14. What challenges do you think you'll face? So as far as challenges go, I think that maybe just keeping up with BookTube, like not going a long time without posting another video and like keeping a schedule, because of my earlier years in high school, keeping up with that, and like doing cross country and all that stuff and just keeping up with life pretty much, and still finding the motivation to film without taking a lot of time from reading, because I love to read. I don't want it to like be so busy that I don't even have time to read. So I think that would be the main challenge. And the last question, where can we find you? So I don't really do social media. I don't have an Instagram or a Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, but I do have a GoodReads. That's pretty much the only place you'll find me besides here. And I will link that in the description, but because I'm under 18, it automatically makes my profile private. So if you can link yours in the comments, I'll definitely send you a friend request. So if mine doesn't work, just link yours and I'll try to send you one, or we'll figure it out somehow. So thank you for watching, and sorry about my low energy. I am just so mad about it deleting my video, just like so mad about that. So I will see you guys next time, and thank you for watching, and we're gonna say bye. So bye.